How exciting was it to see that performance play out? You told us about it in the bowl, and then to have it happen and perform so well. How fun is it to see all that work go, like work?
I think it was a great start for us for the season. We're really proud of how we performed and where we are on our schedule as the season begins. We are excited to get back to training, though. We have a lot of goals we still want to accomplish and work to be done, but that was a great start for us.
So what do you do now? Do you take it and tweak whatever you were doing, or do you just refine it?
We'll tweak some stuff. It's all refinement, really. At the end of the day, we've done, I think, the bulk of the work in terms of structure and layout and things like that, but we want to always optimize, maximize the scores as much as we can. And we know that there's room for growth. So we're going to make a plan, get to work, and just execute.
So you told us about the dress, and I know some of our more fashion consultant reporters are like, that is unbelievable dress. So how much confidence do you get when you know the look is right?
Oh, thank you. I think it adds a lot to the story and the characters, and it's something that I'm so passionate about. I love creating looks that will enhance our storytelling performance on the ice and the choreography that we've made. So it's really nice when people also enjoy what we've created.
So today they made an announcement that they're going to give, they've gotten some money, and now they're going to give athletes that make this team. It's not if you win, but there's $100,000 stipend that each athlete will get either 20 years from now or when they turn 45, whatever comes second. And then $100,000 life insurance policy. How much of a need is that for athletes who are chasing this Olympic victor, for everything else in life on hold?
I think that's huge. I think that's something that is really important to the athlete because you spend your life dedicated to your sport and your craft, and it is a career, but it's not your normal career that maybe you would have insurance or be covered and have a retirement plan. So it's really nice to be acknowledged as an athlete that this is a lifetime dedication, and you pour so much of your physical and mental well-being into your craft. So it's really great to have that support.
Well, I'm sure you guys are thinking now, as much success as you've had is gold. What would that mean to be able to do that in your discipline? Team thing is great. We've got that. But now to do it in ice tennis.
It would mean so much to us. It's something that we've dreamt of. It's something that we have chased for a long time. We've enjoyed every bit of success and been grateful for everything along the way, but we've always had that goal in the backs of our minds that we want to stand on top of the podium in Milan.
So talk to me about how you're feeling coming off of such a amazing win, and especially kind of a comeback, right? Because talk to me about that experience.
Wonderful. I was the defending Cup of China champion, so there was a little bit of pressure there, but the fans were incredible. My teammates were amazing. It's always so much fun to compete with Alysa. She is such a great competitor and a great teammate. And overall, it was a pretty good competition. Just got some details to clean up.
When it comes to taking what you learned here ahead of the Olympic Games, what's something that you feel like you want to perfect or you want to do a little bit better and come out stronger come February?
Yeah, there were a couple of technical issues, of course. It wasn't my best, but I want to perform better. I want to have those details just be just right. And that's part of competing in this early season is just figuring out what works and what doesn't work.
And I have to ask you about just, the LGBTQ plus community. And how has that been, leading up to this games and having their support?
It means the world to me. It is something that I am so grateful to have in my corner, and I hope I can do my best to represent the community and the people in it and help move us forward in the world.
All right. And so now I'm going to ask you some of the fun stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is your pump up song? Like what song, if you're like getting in the zone right before you're competing, what are you listening to?
Pink Pony Club, Chapel Roan.
Oh, that's such a good.
So fun.
And talk to me about what is something unique about yourself that maybe you pack in your bag that maybe no one knows before you compete or anything like ritual wise that you do.
There are many things that I bring, especially for recovery. I have a red light neuro device, which is really interesting looking. And that is probably the most interesting thing. I gotta think of a name, but
Is it part of like is it mental health
Yeah.
for you kind of? Because I know you're big on mental health awareness and all of that as well.
yeah, it is a neurotherapy device.
And if you could go back if you looked at like little you when you're like 10 years old, what would you go back and tell yourself now?
Gosh, there would be a book that I'd want to give of things to tell myself, but to keep going and don't be too hard on yourself. Just enjoy it.
And who is your hero?
It was hard growing up because so many skaters seemed just so perfect and out of reach for me. But I remember my first figure skating idol was Sarah Hughes.
And what's your favorite TikTok trend right now?
God. Alyssa and I just did one, and it's the wake in the morning, just outside, and bees in the trap, and that was a lot of fun.
That's a good one. What's one thing that if you can get some time to yourself while you're in Italy that you want to do while you're out there?
Gosh, probably meet some of my extended family.
Oh, you have family out that way.
Yeah, not blood, but my uncle who married into the family, and he has family out there.
Is there anything else that you'd like to add? This might be the last time that, some of the communities will see each other. So, well, I'll be in Italy. So,
Oh, great.
I see you there.
Amazing.
But is there anything else you want the people to know who follow you so closely?
Just keep going forward, keep moving forward. Tomorrow's better with you in it.
I know one question I want to ask you right off the bat.
Please.
They made the announcement today that if you make the team, athletes that make the team, there's a $100,000 stipend that's paid out.
Wait, you're lying.
No. Not like right away. You got to either wait till you're 45 or 20 years, whatever comes last. And then there's a $100,000 life insurance policy that comes with it.
For all athletes?
The ones who make the team.
Italy or any Olympic Games?
Italy, starting with Italy, and I think through 32. So I don't have all the details yet, but that's
That
start of it. How big of a deal is that?
That is huge. That is huge for athletes. I can't even wrap my brain around how important that financial help and stability and knowing that after you achieve, we spend so much time, so much money, so much focus and energy on our sport. And then to know that you can make an Olympic team and then get support afterwards is huge. Because especially, I'm going to say that word a lot, I apologize. But in Olympic sports, we're so lucky to have so much support around us. But the moment we retire, it vanishes. Yeah. And not, I know that they're trying to, there's other programs in place and trying to make sure, but it is hard to kind of switch from every single day is dedicated to reaching this Olympic dream, Olympic goal. And then you retire and you're like, oh my gosh, now what? Especially when it comes to the financial side of it. So the fact that there's that support and to know that you have that coming, I'm, as you can tell, shocked by the news and so incredibly grateful. And thank you to whoever fought for that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, how overdue is that?
Extremely, extremely. I think people don't, as much as we talk about it, I think people don't know how much we sacrifice and give to our sports and to what we do. And I think unless you go through it, people also don't realize how hard that crash afterwards when that goal is reached and it's time to move on, or you decide, in our situation, to hang up your skates and do something else, how jarring that transition can be.
A couple of social media questions.
Please.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Who's your hero?
My dad. My dad is my hero. I think he is the most positive. He has the best outlook on life. Any time I go through any struggle, he is there to pick me up. He's there to remind me about the bigger picture. He's there to celebrate all the wins.
And he really celebrates the losses as well. He knows that it like builds character. He knows that it will help me at some part down the road in my life. And he's present in everything I do.
What's the biggest thing you've learned from a loss?
The biggest thing I've learned from loss is how not to be afraid to get back up and put yourself out there again. I think when you experience loss, there's that fear of like, what if it happens again? Or how will I be able to navigate it? Or what will people think? And I think the fact of every time I've been knocked down to have the strength and the courage to get back up and try again and to continue to fight those fears and fight those demons, but also simultaneously be courageous enough to know like it's not going to keep me down.
Yeah. Pump up song.
Can't Stop the Feeling. I like, hey, I know it's like Trolls, Justin Timberlake, but yeah, Can't Stop the Feeling.
That's the one.
Love it. Thank you so much. No, I really appreciate it.
So, Alysa, today they announced that there was going to be like athletes that made the team, $100,000 stipend, $100,000. You haven't heard about that?
No.
So you don't get it right away. You get it like when you turn 45 or at 20 years, whatever
Okay.
comes last. But when you guys work so hard, I know you get payouts when you win, but what does it mean to get that kind of support beyond winning?
Yeah, I mean, wait, that's like really cool.
Yeah.
That is really cool. I mean, a lot of that just means like more athletes can just stay in the sport for longer. That's incredible, actually.
It's
This should be.
it's money you get down the line.
Yeah.
I get it like today.
Oh,
How difficult is it? I know we've
Yeah.
got some stories. Figure skating's probably a little bit different because it's a little better funded. But how difficult is it for athletes to stay on top of their game? And they're also having to try and make a living.
oh, really hard. So many, especially in figure skating, so many like try to coach at the same time as training. And it's like, it's so tiring. And like, yeah. I also am just not a good coach. I can't coach to save my life, but a lot of athletes like have to start coaching anyways. But yeah,
Do you enjoy like the sparkliness and the presentation of your sport?
oh yeah, that's why I do it. Honestly, if we didn't have it, I wouldn't be here, to be honest. But I very much value that. I'm a very artistic person. I have like a lot of ideas in my head of like this with this song, this outfit would look good, and this color of this would be good, and yeah. And so I really, really like that part.
What do you love about your sport?
I like that we glide.
Is it what do you try? You say you're an artsy person. What are you trying to get out of a performance or give the audience?
I try to give them the concept of the program. And so I'd say the hardest part about doing that is just because our programs are so tiring. But if I get through it and I pace myself and I really control my breathing, I can put out a really good one. Something I'm proud of. Yeah.
A couple of quick social media. Who's your hero?
My heroes are my siblings.
Why?
They're all really cute and I don't know, they keep me grounded and yeah, I just love them.
And is there a pump up song you listen to or something before a routine that?
Yeah, I mean, it's different every time. I think I just put my playlist on shuffle, but I have a few different playlists. But my favorite hype up song right now, I think, is probably How Sweet by New Jeans.
Yeah. Last question. Most unexpected song on your playlist? Something that would be like that's on your playlist.
There is a song I'm thinking of. I don't think I can say. But any Tommy February 6 song.
Okay. I'll have to go research it.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Those songs are good. Thank you.